are. I can't believe you came all this way. Oh, I missed you. What are you even doing here? I thought you were on a business trip. You took a small vacation? Because you wanted to surprise me. Well, consider me surprised. Oh my god. When I saw you in that crowd, my mind completely just went blank. I was in shock, and I completely flubbed the speech I was giving. No, you didn't ruin anything. It made me so happy. I was just surprised. How did you even get a ticket? We've been sold out for months. I mean, if I knew you were coming, I would have reserved you a seat, but... My manager... He sends you a ticket to every show? Oh, I never knew that. Remind me to thank him later. But, for now... Thank you. With how crazy my tour schedule has been, combined with your work schedule these days, we almost never see each other anymore. I really missed you. I'm glad we have this time together. I just wish we could have more. Anyway, take a seat. Band's already left for whatever party they usually throw after we do one of these shows. No one should bother us here. Tell me about your day. And did you just get into the city? Ah, right. Probably spent most of it on a plane. Yeah, I can relate. Most of this grand tour has just been shoved inside this cramped tour bus. I mean, sure, it's a large bus, but not when you shove the band and crew into it. And you can only see so much of the country before it becomes so mind-numbingly dull. It's not like one of those old road trips we used to take. No, we have a tight schedule to stick to. Heaven forbid I want to stretch my legs and check out whatever small town that's just off the highway. Sorry. I didn't mean to start grumbling about work the second we sat down. I don't want to talk about work at all. My work, at least. What about you? What have you been up to? You spent today on a plane, but what about this week? Work treating you well? Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And what about the apartment? How's that going? I feel like I haven't seen that place in so long. Like, I know I was there last month, but it was only for 2 days. And you weren't even home for the first night. Do we still have that oddly colored wall in the kitchen? You know, that wall that's a different shade of blue to the other 2 walls. You said that you planned on repainting it, but we could never get permission from our landlord to do it. Still there? Good. I was feeling oddly nostalgic for that shade of blue. I mean, I think our lease is up in a few months, right? No reason, just thinking. I mean, yeah, we could afford to stay in the old apartment, but do we want to? No, maybe we could look at getting something a little bigger. I know we're not home that much right now, but that won't happen forever. Eventually, my schedule won't be as hectic. I won't be doing shows all over the country. I'll have more control over when and where I perform. When that day comes, I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice to just relax in a house. Like an actual house. Maybe something with a yard. I could pick up gardening. Hey, I think I'd make a great gardener. How hard could it be? Would I still have time for my music? I mean, I can stick to working locally, recording in the studio and the like. Or I could actually take a holiday for once in my life. And when things get quieter, I'll have more time to do normal things. Yeah, like, normal. Back when we first started dating. Before my career took off. Go to movies, restaurants, or just anywhere without getting swarmed by paparazzi. Get through a single dinner in public without being asked to sign something. Spend some quality time alone with you without staring at the clock, wondering when the next event is going to start. Normal. Sounds like I want to settle down. I mean, I guess, but would that really be so bad? Settling down with you. You, me, and a house with a yard. Maybe a cat. Or a dog. Both. Actually, it's decided. We're getting both. It'll happen. We both know how this industry works. I'm in the spotlight for now, but once my 15 minutes are up, I wouldn't mind taking a bow and leaving the stage. As long as I have you by my side. So, yeah. Let's settle down. Once all of this is over. We'll buy a nice house. Nothing too gaudy. A lawn for a dog. And a spot for my gardening. I'll retire, live on my record earnings, maybe pick up another side job as a hobby. We'll get married and spend the rest of our lives in that house. Doesn't that sound nice? I know this Popstar business used to be my dream, but it hasn't exactly turned out to be all it's cracked up to be. Between the non-stop work and having to do interviews and photo shoots, there's not as much music involved as I thought there'd be. I don't really even get to write most of my songs these days. We have experts who construct the hits. They try to target the greatest demographic or whatever. I mean, sure, I get to throw in my input from time to time, but then 7 other people run through it and make whatever edits they feel like. It still just doesn't feel like my music anymore. I mean, just now, a show. The only song that actually belonged to me was the first one. The one I sang for you. I mean, honestly, I really miss just singing in that old bar. The one we met in. The crowd was so much smaller, and most of them had no idea who I was. But no one fought me when I wanted to sing my own songs, and don't get me wrong, I'm really grateful for everything this life has given me. And the idea of having to leave them, the audience, behind, does leave a sore spot in my heart, but I don't quite hate it yet. But if I had to be honest, this isn't how I pictured my life. And the longer I stay, the more I dislike it. I just wanted to sing songs for anyone who'd bother listening to me. But now it's all getting to be too much. I spent so much of my time wishing I was elsewhere. Home with you. And if it wasn't for you, and all the little messages you sent me, or all the phone calls we make while I'm on tour, just getting to talk to you. If it wasn't for that, I would have lost my mind ages ago. I probably should have told you all this before. But it's okay. For now, I have you here with me. Just hold me. That's all I need right now. This tour's almost over. Maybe I'll talk to my manager about taking a short break afterwards. Give us some time to look at some houses? I'd like that too. In fact, I think I'm gonna see my manager tomorrow and request a day off. No, demand a day off. The band can spend the day hungover on the bus, but me, I'm gonna stay right here with you. No work tomorrow, only cuddles. You're gonna spend all day with me. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. I'll take a flight to the next city if I have to. So just stay here and let me cuddle you. Please. Thank you. That's all I want. That's all I need. All I need is you.